Well, hello. So last night we had a bit of a windstorm / snowstorm, kind of the same stuff that's been going around the whole country. And yeah, had a little damage to stuff and nothing too major, but the barn is fine. No damage to that, which is good. But our water catchment, the blue barrels, the tower fell over and one of the connection pipes that goes from one blue barrel to the other snapped off. So we'll have to repair that later. And our bent hitch farm sign, the structure's good, but the sign blew off, which we kind of knew that chain was probably not the strongest for it, but I liked the way it looked. So, and then we have a box at the end of the driveway for deliveries, and we believe that that's in the creek. So,
it was scary. We had gusts over 50 miles an hour.
Yeah.
And we're just in a big open field, basically. So the wind, we were really worried about our solar panels on top of the RV, but they look perfectly fine.
How come? Oh yeah. Yeah, they do look good.
Yeah. So we were nervous. We didn't even think about the water tower.
No.
You know, because it has water in each barrel. We were like, we've had some heavy winds here before.
There's not much water in the barrels though, because we did use a lot of it. But
well, there's like, you know,
it's relatively heavy,
one.
But it just apparently wasn't heavy enough to
stand that stuff. But the house wrap on the barn was making horrendous noise last night. It was like a kite, and it is totally fine.
Yeah, there's just a little bit of fray.
Yeah, just from it
right
flapping.
There from it flapping.
So I'm going to take some 2x4s. I'm going to fold that back over because we want to be able to fold that onto this side of the wall, and it gives like a nice seal. So we have it a little bit extra hanging off. We're going to fold that over and screw a 2x4 onto the wall to keep that from happening again. So we'll run down to the end of the driveway. Let's check out the water tank.
Yeah.
Riders absolutely love the snow, as you can see. Let the man! Come on, let's go for a walk.
Yep.
Oh boy.
There it is, and you can see right there is where it
just
broke.
Couldn't handle. This one was fine.
Yeah.
But this one we'll have to buy a new thing because that's glued in. And this is glued onto the coupler, so we'll have to get a whole new thing for that, and new thing for that.
Just a couple of new pieces.
Top piece broke off as well.
Oh, it did. Where is it?
It's probably underneath here. Who knows?
Huh. Interesting. But we're gonna walk down to the end of the driveway, and hopefully our box that we have down there is not broken. Oh yeah, we gotta fix the bird feeder. Ooh, slippery. Leave it.
Supposed to get
good, leave it.
With snow tomorrow, so make sure.
Looks like the birds. Nope, that's the bottom. Oh, it wrapped itself around the post. Oh, that was easy. Okay, leave it. Let's go. So, oh my goodness, it's better than we thought. So the box is almost in the creek. It doesn't look like it's broken. So Levi had talked about staking it down or putting some rocks in there to weigh it down, and we just didn't do it. And yeah. Try not to fall. Is it not closing? Huh?
Dump all the stuff out of it.
Oh.
Right over there.
There's a handle. Now we're gonna see about fixing the sign. So it just looks like the chains came off of the hooks.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
That was a design feature.
Yeah. Oh, that one did break. Okay. You brought chain with you. Oh no, we need a new hook now. Can we still hook it on here?
I don't know if it's gonna go like this.
Yeah, you're right. Okay.
But we could wrap it around the whole thing with the extra chain. Just have it hang off there.
Oh, wrap it around the whole post.
Yeah. We don't have it. Oh, I did.
Yeah, it just came off. Once this one broke, they just came off. They didn't actually, the chains didn't break. Are you having fun?
Just a minute.
Yeah. Does it look even on my side?
Yeah.
Oh, there.
Nick farm back.
Oh goodness. Ryder has no like spatial awareness. I don't know how many times he's pulled me down twice.
Yep.
One time I thought every rib in my body was broken. And I hurt for quite a long time, but I survived. Well, I feel like it wasn't too bad for such high winds.
The water tower's totally fixable.
Yeah.
I'm just happy that the tie back and the tar paper on the roof didn't blow off.
Yeah.
That's the most important part.
Yeah.
Obviously, we didn't want our sign damaged.
No.
It's fine. We can buy a new hook. We designed it that way in case there is some heavy winds that those will break first.
Well, the sign won't break.
No, the hooks won't. That's why we want the cheap
Oh
hooks.
yeah, we designed it that way.
It was engineered.
It's called we're cheap. All right, well.
All right, off to the barn.
Off to working on the barn in the snow.
You should get your face mask on because it's kind of chilly out here.
It's not bad. Alright guys, so since we finished up cleaning up the mess from that windstorm that we got, we have shifted gears and we moved our scaffolding from the inside of the barn to the front of the barn, and we are going to start working there.
Yeah, so now that we have some rafters set up, we can actually frame the wall above the garage header. So the studs or the framing are going to go from the header to that rafter. So we're going to have to put some plates up top, connect some studs around, and we could actually sheet it then, which would be really cool because it would completely change the look of the barn to where it looks like a barn.
Or like a building. I don't know that it's really going to look like a barn. This is not like
your
traditional looking barn. This is Levi's design.
So we've been really dreaming about this and how it's going to turn out. Everything is really turning out exactly how we designed it. So we just have to get jumping on it, get up there and start framing. It's going to go really quick, really simple, like we did with the front of the barn. On front of the shipping containers and that little section of roof underneath there, it's going to be the exact same as that, and then we can just start running sheeting and then get ready because our garage door comes in like 3 weeks.
Which is exciting. So if we can, you know, have it ready so that we don't have to try and store the door somewhere.
Yeah, we can just jump right on installing it. That'd be ideal. So
all right, well, we're gonna get started. Guess I should follow.
We just have to hold this board up and climb up here and measure and mark.
Got it?
Yep. Yep. Wish I had a rope. Here, let me get it.
There you go.
So all I'm doing is just leveling that first stud over, and then I'm pulling layout from the end of this wall where the sheeting starts for this tall wall, and we're just going 15 1/4 to the edge, which means there'll be 16 inches on center, and then we're just going to run them all the way down and just use my level and level them up to the top from the bottom. That's probably the easiest way to do one of these walls. So. All right, last two. Just gotta nail them off, and then we can get down off this scary ladder. All right, we got the first side done. Perfectly level, and this is just the rough opening. It's not actually bearing any weight of that header for the garage. The header actually sits on this big main wall here, and which goes down and sits on this big main beam that's on it. All four corners of these shipping containers have a big huge beam on each side, or a post I should say, and then of course that's sitting down on our sonotube that we have down there 3 feet in the ground. Same exact thing on the other side. The weight is actually sitting from the header, is actually sitting on the board that's sitting on top of that post at the corner of the shipping container is. So these are not really weight bearing. They're basically just a rough opening for the garage door. So that's put on. I got to do the same thing over there. That'll get done, and then we can jump on this side, get this rafter extended out, and then we could actually sheet this whole wall. So that's our goal coming up. I probably won't get to it today, but I'm going to try to see if I can get that one done and this rafter up. But we're running out of light fast. You can see we have a storm coming in, so I better jump on it.
Are you excited to be outside? Come here. Yeah.
Where's the 2x4?
Pick up the top so it's flush with the other top.
Quite there. Yep. Oh, he has a big piece of ice. Ryder, what are you doing?
Are you chewing on ice?
He literally just dug that up.
It's thirsty.
He is definitely part Bernese Mountain Dog, that is for sure. Well, good afternoon, guys. So today we are starting on the sheeting for the front of the barn. We are really excited to get started on this part of the build.
Yeah, this is really starting to take shape.
Yeah.
We got a couple sheets cut in half. We're going to start with those on each end. And we have a line popped on there so we know where to start from. It's nice and level.
Yeah.
And we'll start throwing some sheets up. It's going to get great because we have our garage door coming in 2 weeks.
Yep,
Hopefully.
about 2 weeks, maybe even a little less.
Yeah,
It is Idaho time, so we'll see.
We'll see.
It is a little drizzly today, but it's warmer.
Yeah.
However, I got myself a heated jacket. I kind of splurged and bought this, and so I am warm, which is wonderful.
She's got Arctic bibs
and
on.
some really warm bibs that I also splurged on.
Yeah, so she's ready for the cold temperatures. Let it come, Idaho. Come on.
Yeah, well, we're warmed up. I mean, we're in the upper 30s right now.
It's
compared to last week, I'll take this.
Yeah, negative 19 degrees. That's cold.
Yeah, that was cold.
No matter where you live. So we'll jump on it. Start throwing some sheets up. I'm really excited to see us get this wall sheeted because it's really going to start taking shape.
Yeah, very excited.
Let's get on it.
All right. So you can see here we have
we popped a couple lines. We were trying to get this to be perfectly level, and that's kind of an important thing for your sheeting. You can kind of manipulate it like on a standard house. You have your plate goes right flush with your outside concrete wall, and then you can move your sheeting up and down to where you can get it level all the way around. It's about 1/8 of an inch out of level from here to there. So I kind of moved this around until I got it perfectly level with our sheeting lead. So we're just going to hold that up. And I'm going to throw a nail in my end.
Which line am I going to?
Top.
Very top.
And you just need to get it nice with your edge. The cut thing with your edge so it doesn't stick past anywhere.
It's not past, but I don't know if I need to come my way a little more.
You can.
Yeah, that looks pretty good. I don't know. I guess I would need you to look because I don't know how far over you want it to go.
As long as it's not too far past, you'll be good.
It's not past at all. Okay. Oops. Okay.
You like it? It's got to go up.
Oh, it must have fallen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Here, why don't you lock this side now? That side. Yeah. So
That's some code for Tanya. You're not doing it right.
No. So our 8 penny nails are 2 3/8, and if you see, this is an 1.5 inch board, and this is a 1/2 inch sheet. So this is only 2 inches of space. They make 2-inch framing gun nails, but we don't have any. So we're going to use some 2-inch screws wherever the board is sitting on top of a rib, and then wherever it's not, and it's sitting in one of these concaved channels, we'll use the nail gun. You like it?
Mm-hmm.
One.
Oops, I dropped it.
These are the last of my Menards screws. We're gonna have to go back to Michigan and get more Menards screws.
I wonder where the nearest Menards is. I mean, I know it's a Midwest thing, but how far?
Tanya's favorite store.
I loved Menards. I don't know how do you describe it. They had a little of everything. It was like a lumber/hardware store, but they had, you know, food too.
They have amazing after Thanksgiving Day.
Oh yeah,
sales,
Black
too.
Friday deals.
Friday? Oh, man.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So here's our sheeting edge that we were talking about. If you watched our concrete pad video, you know, you see that we put this on the front and back, and it's basically for this purpose here.
the framing goes right to the edge, and then your sheeting can run down and cap that. Prevents bugs and wind and all that stuff from coming up in there, but it also lets your sheeting come down so that it's nice and tight there. And then we'll run our siding down past this, and then it'll create like a nice seal.
Where's your stick? Go get it. I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna get it.
Come.
So we have bird feeders, and the other day a whole bunch of quail showed up, and they were actually right at our front door, just sitting there soaking up the sunshine. And then they actually found the bird feeder. Now Ryder found the quail, so he's chasing after them. Yeah. What? Oh my goodness.
Out of the way.
Oh gosh.
63/8. We'll write that right here. 63/8. Need to know where to measure for this angle of the roof.
Right.
So you could calculate it out by adding a 512, or you could just do it the easy way and just use a 4-foot level. This is where 4 foot is. And then I know at 4 foot, it's going to be, or at this mark is going to be 48 inches.
Mm-hmm.
See? So all I have to do is just go like this, 27.5. So at 27.5, I just need to stop that cut. And that cut was what? What was this
30.
one? 36 and quarter? 3/8?
Yeah, I don't
What
remember.
was a quarter? 36 and a quarter. So on the sheet of plywood, I'll measure over 36 and a quarter. Then I'll measure over 27.5, and then I'll measure up 4 foot, and then I'll just connect those dots, and then that'll be that cutoff right there. And then this whole sheet is 60 and 3/8. Okay.
Okay. Can you grab it? I don't know how to help you. That's what I'm gonna know. Alright guys, well we are back out here after having to take a couple days off because of the weather.
Yeah, rain for 2 days is not fun. We tried coming out yesterday.
Things are falling. It's starting to get
A
windy.
little windy today, but better than rain. We
Yeah.
tried coming out yesterday, like I said, you know, 30 something degrees and rain is not fun to work in.
No, no, there's, you know, once you start getting soaked through it, there's
Yeah.
nothing that's going to keep you warm. So we just enjoyed the few days off, and we're back out here and just going to continue where we left off.
Yeah, we're just gonna jump right on this side, finish this sheeting, do above the garage header, and then start our house wrap. If we get both those done, we can do maybe our eave overhang. We're doing a 1 foot overhang all the way around the barn. We put that on, then we could tear our scaffolding down.
Yeah, so we did run up and pick up our wheels and the pins that we ordered. Wish we had ordered them at the same time, but
My fault. It was my fault. I didn't even think about it. Just excited to get scaffolding and totally spaced out and didn't say anything.
so we did get those now, and it'll be so much nicer because once we tear this down the last time,
Yeah.
we'll
We can-
go into the barn,
Yeah.
and then we can just move it as we
wheel
need
it
to.
around. It's going to be a lot safer too, because we were trying to do as many rafters as we could, even hanging off the edge, trying to get the last one on so that we could tear it all down, move it over, so we didn't have to do that so many times.
Yeah.
But now we could do 3, then roll it,
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah.
5 feet, and then do 3 and roll it 5 feet. So it's going to be really nice
Yeah.
for us.
So I guess
All right,
we're gonna
everything's
get
ready
going.
to go. Let's jump on it and
All
start
right.
ripping plywood. Well, it's raining. And the forecast says it's going to rain for the whole rest of the day. It was not supposed to rain until 3 o'clock today.
Yeah.
So
It's
we're
11:30.
Oh, I can't. Like, you know, get everything out, uncover the sheeting. We did get this board up on top of there. It kind of takes that 2x10 rafter and makes it a 2x6, so that when we add our 1 foot overhang, it'll be that dimension. So we'll run our sheeting up to that extra 2x4 that we just put on there, and that'll actually be the wall. And then I was really hoping to get that sheeting on there because it's really going to look really cool, but we'll just have to pick it up tomorrow. It's not supposed to rain tomorrow, right?
It is not supposed to rain tomorrow.
Famous last words. All right, see you guys tomorrow.
See you tomorrow.